Nebulization checklist. Check the doctor's order and check patient's drug name, dosage, and frequency of medication. This ensures correct drug and dose, and the order sheet is the most reliable source and legal record of the patient. Identify the client. Identifying patients accurately and matching the patient's identity with the correct treatment or service is a critical factor of patient safety. To prevent instances of misidentification and near misses, the Joint Commission requires that two identifiers such as a patient's full name, date of birth, and/or medical identification or ID number be used for every patient encounter. Assess heart rate, respirations, breath sounds, and pulse oximetry. This establishes a baseline for comparison during and after treatment. Perform hand hygiene and arrange equipment needed. This reduces the transfer of microorganisms, and arranging equipment needed saves time. Explain the procedure to the mother or significant others. This helps make them more knowledgeable about treatment and medication. Place the patient in a comfortable position or sitting up in a chair if able, or semi-Fowler's position. This improves lung expansion and medication distribution. Teach the patient the proper way of inhalation. Slow inhalation via the mouthpiece, short pause after inspiration, slow and complete exhalation, and some resting breaths before deep inhalation. This improves effectiveness of medication. Assemble nebulizer equipment per manufacturer's direction. Assembly may vary slightly with different manufacturers. Proper assembly ensures safe delivery of medications. Add prescribed medication and diluent if needed to nebulizer cup. This ensures proper dose and delivery of ordered medication. Turn on nebulizer machine and ensure that a sufficient mist is formed. This verifies that the equipment is working properly during delivery of medication. Have patient hold mouthpiece between lips with gentle pressure. Offer assistance until he or she can perform inhalation. If unable to hold the mouthpiece, replace the mouthpiece with a mask. Use of face mask does not require the patient to remember to hold mouthpiece correctly. Correct delivery ensures sufficient deposition of medication. Have patient take a deep breath slowly to a volume slightly greater than normal. Encourage a brief and inspiratory pause. Then have patient exhale passively. This improves effectiveness of medication. If the patient is dyspneic, encourage patient to hold every fourth or fifth breath for 5 to 10 seconds. Remind patient to perform proper breathing technique until the drug is completely nebulized. This maximizes effectiveness of medication. Tap the nebulizer cup occasionally during treatment and toward the end of the treatment. This releases droplets that are clingy to the side of the cup, thus allowing for re-nebulization of the solution. When medication is completely nebulized, turn off machine. Turning off machine promotes comfort and safety. Monitor patient's heart rate during procedure, especially if beta-adrenergic bronchodilators are used. Beta-adrenergic bronchodilators have cardiac effects that should be monitored during treatment. On completion of the treatment, encourage the patient to cough after several deep breaths. Medication may help dilate airways, thus facilitate expectoration of secretions. Assess need for percussion, vibration, and suctioning. When you do chest and back clapping, make sure not to hit the spine of the baby and lightly tap the chest and back using your cupped hand. Percussion and vibration is used to further dislodge and move the mucus where it can be coughed out of the body. While suctioning is usually done when a child has mucus that he or she is unable to cough up, which may block air passages. If steroids are nebulized, instruct patient to rinse mouth and gargle with warm water after nebulizer treatment. This removes medication residue from oral cavity and helps to prevent oral candidiasis, a possible adverse effect of inhaled steroid. Assist patient to a comfortable position and perform hand hygiene. Placing patient to a comfortable position promotes patient comfort, and hand washing reduces the spread of microorganisms. Record medication used, response to medication, and description of secretions. Accurate and timely documentation and reporting promote patient safety. Disassemble and store tubing assembly per agency policy. Proper storage reduces transfer of microorganisms.